Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1919 Underwood No.5 antique desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top we have the adjustable paper guide. You can move from side to side, and you just want to line that up with this left paper finger. And once you have the paper lined up, you want to adjust this right finger too so it lined up with the page so it feeds it correctly. And as you can see, that fed it straight through those fingers. And you want to make sure that the margins, which are up front here, are in between the fingers so you don't type over them. So I have this one at 80, but you can move it if you want, and that's where it stops. I'm going to put that on 80, and this one is at 10. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you flip the switch down 1, skips 2, down 1 more, skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on the next line. Beautiful typing machine. Most popular machine that I've ever get in stock. I don't keep these in stock for long. Underwood No.5s were the most popular models during this era. It was the first typewriter to have a visible typer so you could see when you're typing. Before that was a blind writer, which usually Remington would strike from the bottom and you have to feed the paper to see what you typed. So this was revolutionary technology at the time and very popular. To pull the page out easy, you just flip the switch on the right down and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy. Or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that up before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. We got a backspace on the left side here. That works good. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the right. To clear that, you got to hit the shift button on the left. That works good. This is your color selector. So if you have it down on the left, it prints the top portion of the ribbon. If you have it down on the right, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. Sometimes very common is to have a dual ribbon with red on the bottom, but right now we have a solid black ribbon. So if you have the red on the bottom, you flip that to the right and it'll print red. That works good. We get a tabulator on this model, so you have to set the tabs on the back manually by pushing these down and just moving them where you want. There's a scale right here to tell you where you are on the platen. And you just move them like that, and they lock in through this teeth rack if you line it up right, and it stops there, and then you hit the tab button and it stops at each one of those tabs. That works good. Let's go to the right side of the machine. We have this wheel here that when you pull it out, you can wind it to. It'll pull to the right side. If you push it in, it pulls to the left. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the right side, so we want it to pull to the left. That works good. There's a lever behind the knob here that if you push it up, it'll disable the spacing. And if you push it down, each one of those clicks is one space. The concept is when you have it up, you can get to an exact spot on the page and you don't have to navigate through the spaces. Same concept with this. When you pull it out, it'll disable the spacing. When you push it in, the spacing is now enabled. That works good. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.